season series at a game apiece. Some teams fast out of the gate, others not so lucky. Kenny, for the teams that have started slowly, how do they turn the tide?
You know what? About a week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problems before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Time now for tip-off. We get it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. Brent, you played for 14 seasons. What kind of off-season training did you do personally to keep in shape?
I had a great trainer in Southern California that I would go home to every year and work on different things. It was funny, Kevin, because as you get a little bit older, you can be a little more specific with how you train. You understand how you're going to be used, the type of minutes you're going to play, so it can be a little bit more specialized. I'm not sure if I could tell you this, but I surfed a lot in the off-season.
Balance.
Core, right?
Core balance.
All right, good. Thank you. Check box.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Get out there with Houdini. Then there's Baller. Then it's D, and it's Mr. Perfect in at the 4 slot. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA, but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
Here's the kid. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Here is Tolliver. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Here's the kid. Pass the ball. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Kicks to Tolliver. 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Off the mark and a bad shot there. To the left wing. To the paint. Here's Houdini. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Houdini's got his first bucket in this one.
And those close-range shots are what you want him taking. They always have a great chance of falling.
Picked him clean. Down low. Here's shake and bake. He can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
We'll get a great idea tonight of exactly how they match up in terms of strengths versus weaknesses. When it comes down to a 4-game season series, this first one is always a good indicator of what's to come. And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The pass to Houdini. 13 feet away. Offensive rebound. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Here's Houdini. 11 points for him in that last game again.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
Got a piece of it. Here's the kid. And the shot is long. Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Rodriguez. Passes to Houdini. 6 to shoot. And a great assist by Rodriguez as that one goes in.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here is Tolliver. Here's Mr. Perfect. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Mr. Perfect, the pass to Big Cat. Now here's Rodriguez. Here's Houdini. He's got 5. Here's shake and bake. That misses off the backboard.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Misses from short range.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. That one goes in.
All keyed right there from the lead pass. Right on the money.
Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Both teams will make substitutions. And so here's the home team. Pass to Houdini. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Houdini's got 7 points. 59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And there's the pass to the kid. And here's McConnell. Passes it to Mr. Perfect. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Here's McConnell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McConnell's got his first bucket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Back to Rodriguez. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And they take the lead. Houdini's got his first 3 points of the game.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
The kid, the shot, no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's San Antonio up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
You just start to wonder, how did we get to this score at the end of 1? I think those steals really established momentum in their favor.
On the court for San Antonio. Houdini is out there at Mr. Perfect. Then there's the waiter. Then it's the kid. And it's McConnell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's McConnell. 9 points last game. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Poked away. Here's the waiter. No good on the 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Offline from the top of the key. Being about 42% so far. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be the man in the league?
I like it if he stays healthy. Of course, he can sit it with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. The pass to the waiter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And San Antonio leads by 1. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Passes it to Shaken. Rodriguez outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Shaken. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for it. Shaken Bake's got his 3rd basket of the night. There's the pass to Mr. Perfect. McConnell with it. Here's the kid. Houdini passes to the waiter. And he makes that one. The waiter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, that one sticks with you for a little while. They worked so hard to hang in there at the end of that one and force the OT, and then to have it slip away had to hurt.
Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for Rodriguez. D, he's checked in for San Antonio. Baller comes in for the Kid. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Passes it to the Wade. And the tuck to finish it off. A beauty. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Houdini. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about